A local historic cemetery is in need of some costly repairs, and now those who manage the cemetery are calling for the community to help. Demetrius Sanders spent some time in Sullivan to find out the history of this cemetery and how an odd auction may revitalize this Sullivan landmark. Demetrius.
Mike, December of this year will mark the 150th anniversary of the Center Ridge Cemetery in Sullivan. And with that many years of operation, the cemetery is due for some much needed renovations.
We've got to take care of the place, not only for the deceased, but for the living also.
For 150 years, the Center Ridge Cemetery has become a staple of the Sullivan community, with many using the area to exercise and where many are laid to rest. This includes some historic names such as Will Hayes, who had a major impact on the film industry.
What we look at today is rated G and PG-13 rated R. In the motion picture industry, that was originally called the Hayes Code, after Will Hayes.
With over a decade of operation, the superintendent of the cemetery says that the area has seen a fair share of damage, some that now requires serious attention.
I have a culvert out here at the entrance. There, the arch, and it's collapsing. And we also have just over 2 miles of roads in here, and they need to be repaired and repaved.
The estimated cost to repair these issues is around $200,000. And to help cover some of these costs, on April 14th, Crooks will host what is being called Indiana's most unusual auction.
We're going to auction off a funeral, which has been donated, a tombstone, which has been donated.
While the auction may seem odd in nature, Crooks says these are things that everyone will need at some time. And Mayor Lamb says he's appreciative of the cemetery staff's fundraising efforts while the city tries to come up with a plan to help fund these repairs.
He's not waiting for the wheels of government for us to figure out exactly how we're going to fund and pay for these things. He's just kind of taking the bull by the horns.
Mayor Lamb says the city did recently receive a grant towards street paving, but it cannot be used for the cemetery due to its location outside of the city limits. Mike?
All right, thank you, Demetrius. Indiana's most unusual auction will be held Sunday, April 14th at the Sullivan Civic Center. A luncheon will begin at 11:42. That is right. It's unusual, right? With the auction shortly after. Tickets are $12 in advance and $14 at the door. You can purchase tickets at the Sullivan City Hall, Chamber of Commerce, or the cemetery's offices.